Hello and welcome to Story Time on IVTV. Today's book is going to be Harvey's Big Sleep by Christopher Caress and illustrated by Lynne Garner. Beautiful illustrations. This book is going to make you and me a little sleepy, so get cozy, curl up and let's read. If you have a little one who is struggling to sleep, then don't worry, help is at hand. Join Harvey and the hedgehog as he meets his new friends while he looks for things to make a nice, warm nest to snuggle into. Harvey crept out of his nest, stretched and yawned and yawned and stretched. I think winter's coming, said Harvey with a shiver. It's time to make my nest snug and warm for my big sleep. Just then, Squirrel came bounding over. Hello, Harvey, said Squirrel. You're up early. I'm making my nest warm, soft and cozy for my big sleep, replied Harvey. I'm getting ready for winter too, said Squirrel. I'm off to bed now, a place where I'll easily fall asleep. I'll see you in the spring. Before she went, Harvey gave Squirrel one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedge hugs. As they hugged and noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more he wanted to close them. As Harvey watched Squirrel scamper up to bed, he said to himself, I'd better find some things to make my nest snug and warm. At that moment, a whirling, swirling sycamore seed bumped Harvey on the head. Harvey watched and counted as more whirled and swirled around him, and with every one he counted down, his eyes felt more and more heavy, tired and sleepy. 3, 2, 1. These will make my nest snug and warm, said Harvey, picking up all of the sycamore seeds. When he had picked up quite a lot, Harvey stretched and yawned, yawned and stretched. I'll need something to help me carry everything, said Harvey, looking around. What can I use? Lying on the ground was a lovely, large, golden brown leaf. I can use that, said Harvey. Harvey put the sycamore seeds onto the leaf and then put a heavy stone on top. That'll do. They won't fly away now, he said. When he'd finished, he gave a long and slow yawn. A little later, Harvey saw 3 ladybirds sitting on a log. Getting ready for your big sleep? Harvey asked them. The ladybirds nodded and gave a long, slow yawn. 3, 2, 1. Have a good sleep, Harvey said, counting the ladybirds as they crawled away and disappeared under the log. A few moments later, Rabbit popped out from behind the big bush. Hello, Harvey. What are you doing? Asked Rabbit. I'm making my nest warm and cozy for my big sleep, said Harvey. "There's a pile of lovely leaves in the allotment," said Rabbit, then yawned a long, slow yawn. Before he carried on, Harvey gave Rabbit one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedge hugs. As he hugged Rabbit, he noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired, and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more he wanted to close them. Hidden in the corner of the allotment, Harvey found a huge pile of golden brown leaves. "These will make my nest snug and warm," said Harvey, picking some up. As he put them on the large leaf, more leaves fluttered down. Harvey watched them flitter and flutter and counted them. 3, 2, 1. As Harvey put the heavy stone on top of the leaves, Mouse peeked out from under a broken flower pot. "Hello, Harvey. What are you doing?" "I'm making my nest warm and cozy for my big sleep," replied Harvey. "There's some lovely dry grass on the edge of Frog's Pond," said Mouse. "Thank you," said Harvey as he gave Mouse one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedge hugs. As he hugged Mouse, he noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired, and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more and more he wanted to close them. "Whoosh!" said Harvey as he and the large leaf slid down the hill. "Phew!" said Harvey as he pulled the leaf up the hill. "This is getting heavier and heavier, so heavy I feel even more tired." Harvey yawned a long, slow yawn. When Harvey reached the pond, the long grass swaying in the breeze went hush, shush, hush. "That's making me very sleepy," said Harvey, yawning a long, slow yawn. Slowly, Frog's head came out from under the lily pad. Frog was sleepy after all of his hopping and croaking. "Hello, Harvey," said Frog. "What are you doing?" "I'm making my nest warm and cozy for my big sleep," replied Harvey. "I've been getting ready for my big sleep as well," said Frog. "I'm off to bed now. I'll see you in spring." Before he went, Harvey gave Frog one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedge hugs. As he hugged Frog, he noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired, and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more he wanted to close them. As Frog swam away, he made ripples in the water, and then Frog swam down and down to the bottom of the pond. Harvey smiled as he watched his reflection wibble and wobble, wobble and wibble. Harvey counted the ripples as they hit the bank. 3, 2, 1. As Harvey put some grass and the heavy stone onto the large leaf, he heard a swoosh of wings. "Hello, Harvey," said Owl, coming down next to him. "What are you doing?" "I'm making my nest warm and cozy for my big sleep," replied Harvey. "Take some of these," said Owl, who hooted as she shook and a few of her feathers drifted down. "Thank you," Harvey said, giving Owl one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedgehogs. As he hugged Owl, he noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired, and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more he wanted to close them. As Harvey pulled and pulled the large leaf back to his nest, he was suddenly sprayed with soil. "Sorry, Harvey," said Mole. "What have you got there?" "Things to make my nest snug and warm. It's time for my big sleep," replied Harvey. "Wait there," said Mole, popping back down into his tunnel. "Have these dry roots. They were blocking my tunnel." "Thank you," said Harvey, who then gave Mole one of his warm, gentle, snuggly hedgehogs. As he hugged Mole, he noticed his eyes becoming heavy, tired, and sleepy. And the more he tried to keep his eyes open, the more he wanted to close them. As he pulled and pulled the large leaf back to his nest, Harvey saw 3 snails. "Getting ready for your big sleep?" Harvey asked them. The snails nodded and gave a long yawn. "Have a good sleep," Harvey said, counting the snails as they disappeared down into the hole in the wall. 3, 2, 1. Whilst Harvey made his nest ready for his big sleep, his eyes got heavier and heavier. He felt so tired and so very sleepy, he couldn't keep his eyes open. His nest became cozier and cozier, and Harvey gave a long, slow yawn. Harvey snuggled into his nest, covered himself with leaves, smiled, closed his eyes, and was soon softly snoring. Well, I am very sleepy after reading Harvey's Big Sleep with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sleep well, and I'll see you very soon.